And we are live. Go.
Wrestling fans around the world, around the corner. I'm the junior ambassador, Devon Brent, and Dan is running a little late right now. He has some stuff to do, but I'm joined by
Acts of Demolition. How are you?
I'm good. How does it feel to be back in Boston?
Got a lot of fond memories for me. Set it right on the floor with the team, so it was nice. And then, of course, the gardens, the atmosphere there is, it's like Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
You make it at the Garden, you make.
That's nice. That's nice. So was that your first basketball game you ever been to?
First pro game.
First pro game?
Yeah. Larry Bird invited us to. We had a match in the Gardens that afternoon, and he came to the matches, and he asked us if we'd be interested in going to the basketball game. We said, "Of course."
Oh wow!
Sat right down on their bench, and those guys are physical too.
Oh yeah, they get really physical.
Yeah,
they can. Especially back in the day, it was a lot different with
Yep.
basketball than
Yep.
how it is now. Because they weren't as strict about fouls or
that's right.
pushing and shoving as they were before.
Yeah. So what do we got going on over here, my friend? Questions
error.
or statements or?
I don't think we have any questions.
People checking in. I always had a good relationship with Tommy. He had good, and he was one of the most popular guys in the South.
Any other questions? Nothing yet. Buffering. I think I'm having loading problems too.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Somebody said, I work. You were a great guy.
Thank you. Letting me know who he was. Toronto, my God. Talk about exciting wrestling. Maple Leaf Gardens. That's like Madison Square Garden, like Boston Gardens. Iconic places. Is the Maple Leaf Garden still? Maybe he can answer. Is it still active?
I think so. I'm not sure.
I think somebody told me they turned it into a grocery store or something.
A grocery store?
Someone asked me, how different was it tagging with Smash and Crush?
I'm sorry?
How different was it tagging with Smash and Crush?
Well, Crush was a great guy, but he was a lot inexperienced. And he had a lot of catching up to do. He was willing to learn, but he was thrust into a situation where he probably didn't have enough time to catch up. We did, excuse me, I'm coughing because I've got dry cough from my COVID experience that I want to get rid of. But he was just green, willing to learn, but not as polished as he should have been for that position.
Wrestling fans around the corner, around the world, Dan Marty here chirping in. I am looking for the magical Sharpies for Axe to use, and we cannot find them. We have a couple, but we like to give you guys a little variety. And as usual, I lose my brain. I think I have a feeling I know where they are, but I couldn't tell you where that is. We've had a lot of construction going on here at the studio. I am very lucky to have the crew we have today. We have Dave helping out with the YouTube questions. We have the junior ambassador, making his debut on camera. We got Jackie the Joke Man in the control room. As I lose my mind, do we have?
Got two of them.
We have two what?
Sharpies.
Where did you find them?
They were just in the mic box.
And you know what? Neither one of those are going to be any good. Because they're lousy colors. This is like an Easter egg hunt, only I'm looking for magic markers. Let me see if we've had any orders come through. Would you mind taking that seat, sir? Oh, wait a minute. Alexander Ramos wants to know, Bill, are you still able to eat shellfish, or are you allergic to it after what happened in Japan?
Oh, no, I can't eat shellfish. Anything with iodine in it, and that's some of my favorite. I can eat sushi, but not shrimp, mussels, crab, lobster. No, I don't want to go through that. That was my body goes into anaphylactic shock, so
Well, that's
I
not good.
had 2 episodes. I don't want to do that again.
Oh, you had 2 episodes?
Yeah.
Well, let's see. We had an order from Michael Smith II. Let's see what Michael ordered. Michael ordered the Axe and Tully Blanchard photo. A fine choice, Michael. Mike Smith, let us know. Do you want it to personalized a certain way, or can you look to see what Mike Smith says on here, how he wants this picture personalized? He got the one with Axe and Tully Blanchard. Mike, we'll make it out however you want, brother. Just let us know in the chat. I have to go in the other room for a second. I will be back momentarily. I'm sure Dave and our junior ambassador, Devon Brent, will handle the questions. Jackie the Joke Man's got the control room, and I'm losing my mind, folks. Welcome to another Boston Wrestling MWF Day of Crazy.
Max Sanchez wants to know how bad were your symptoms of COVID? Was it a horrible?
Oh, horrible. Aches and pains, dry cough, which I still have, and this is since January. Just felt like crap. My wife and grandson, oldest grandson got it. My grandson was kind enough to give it to us. He went back to college and he's doing HVAC, and they have labs, 20 guys in the lab, and one of the guys in the lab had it. 2 days later, they found out about it, and then about 2 days after that, we all had it. And I've had this cough, and I went back to the doctor last week, and I was aching and coughing, and the doctor said, I'm going to give you another COVID test. I thought, holy crap, I don't want that. It fortunately came back negative, but now they're trying to decide. I've got to go Tuesday. They've got to decide what's going on to causing this cough. And sometimes it's worse than others. Yeah, but I felt horrible. My wife felt horrible. My grandson didn't affect him too much. Of course, he's 24, so.
Mhm.
And you said you had it, right?
Yeah.
How bad?
Yeah, kind of. Well, my symptoms weren't that bad.
I ached all over. I'm used to aching from years of being in the wrestling business,
Mm-hmm.
but I ached, every joint ached. So,
Felt like you didn't want to move.
oh my God, yeah. Yeah.
I think Mike said that the autograph just out to Mike would be fine.
What's that?
He said out
To Mike?
Yeah.
All right.
The super chat? Somebody asked, did you ever see any fights in the locker room that stand out the most to you for whatever reason?
You know, I never saw any fights in the locker room at all. I'm hearing about some of the things that transpired. There you go, Mike. But no, I never witnessed any fights at all. Maybe it was a calmer dressing area at that time. I don't know.
Jeffrey Remington wants to know, do you miss meeting fans in person?
Oh, yeah. Fortunately, we've done, last week we were in Baltimore and they had a good turnout. They had 800 people. They cut off the tickets at 800. They could have done 1,800, but they just cut them off. And it was nice. It was a solid 4-hour event. I think it was 11 to 3. And boy, the fans were happy and the talent was happy. Just meeting and greeting again. Yeah. And we're probably out 1 or 2 times each month all the way through December. We try to limit our personal events to 2 a month. So.
Bill Burns asked if there was a reason why Demolition dropped the belts to the Brainbusters.
Not any specific reason. It was probably just to enhance the matches we had with them coming up later. And they were competent guys. I mean, they were good enough guys to hold the belt for a long time too.
Mm-hmm. Did you ever witness another wrestler besides Macho Man hit on Miss Elizabeth?
Did I ever what?
Witness another wrestler besides Macho Man hit on Miss Elizabeth. I think they misspelled it, but
No. He was pretty protective. He and her were in a separate dressing room. I think that recent biography did pretty good justice to that. For some reason, he was hyper jealous of her. And unfortunately, it probably drove her away. I think that was probably one of the contributing factors why she was searching for somebody else. But I never heard of anybody approaching her or hitting on her or.
somebody asked, given your gimmicks as superstar and acts, did you ever gig in your earlier career as Mongol, or did you get off unmarked through your career?
Got off unmarked, basically. Yeah. It's difficult to get blood in with the mask. Mm-hmm. And it happened a couple times. And of course, Demolition, we were just generally dishing out the pain instead of receiving pain.
Somebody asked, do you ever think Demolition will get in the Hall of Fame?
That's not our choice. I mean, if it happens, it's nice. It's nice that the fans say that we should be. If it was up to the fans, I'm sure that we would be inducted if it was by vote. But it's basically up to one guy.
Yeah.
So.
Bill Burns asked, were you surprised Vince put the belt on Ultimate Warrior at WrestleMania 6?
Not really. I think he had a thing for Warrior, not a sexual thing. I think he liked the look, and he probably thought that he would be able to carry over from Ultimate Warrior. I mean, from Hogan. Mm-hmm. But I always thought, and it wasn't anything negative towards Warrior, I always thought that he wasn't ready for that position. Yeah. And I also, looking back at it, I don't think he appreciated the business. I don't think he cared about the business. So that's just me. Mm-hmm.
No other questions yet. A lot of people are saying it's lagging. I'll try to read. Yeah.
There we go. I appreciate it.
All fans, please bear with us.
I'm trying to figure it out right now. Bill Burns asked, the best Mr. Fuji rib you witnessed?
Fuji rib.
Yeah.
Uh, when he put M80s under S.D. Jones's hood, and as the car heated up on the trip, the M80s blew up and blew the hood off. So
George 1028 wants to know about the issue over you owning the Demolition theme song and how it rubbed Vince McMahon the wrong way.
we didn't own the theme song. We owned the image. I think Jimmy Hart and another gentleman wrote them, and I'm sure that Jimmy turned over his rights to Vince, but the other guy may not have.
Somebody else asked, what do you think of the current wrestling product? Do you still watch wrestling?
I don't get an opportunity to watch it. Periodically, I'll turn it on, but it's difficult for me to watch because I don't know any of the. If I follow them, it might be easier, but I know very few of the guys.
Yeah.
5 or 6 years ago, I knew more, and as it develops till today, other than Cody Rhodes and that Brian and Moxley and Orton, there's probably a dozen guys I know.
Yeah.
Lashley. So I don't have any interest in it anymore.
The Big Boss Fetty, thank you for the $5 super chat. And they asked, how did Bill become the paramedic back in the 70s in the NWA?
Long story. I was breaking into wrestling, and the guy that trained me, Guido Mongol, I was coaching and teaching at the time in Ohio. And I've got another guy that played ball with me. He went to Penn State, and I went to West Virginia. We trained together, and we got introduced to the original Sheik, Eddie Farhat. And he gave us the paramedic gimmicks where we were supposed to be trained paramedics. We wore masks and just worked there for probably about 6 months to a year. And then transformed into one of the Mongols because Nikolai Volkov, who was the original Beppo, got injured, and he was trained and a partner of Guido, my trainer. So Guido asked me if I'd be interested, and I said, of course. So, and that paramedics was primarily in Michigan and Ohio.
Okay. Anybody else have any questions? Anything at all? Worst injury suffered in the ring.
Torn pec. That was in Jacksonville, Florida. I remember because of an outdoor event. Torn calf. That was in the ring in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Those are the two main ones. I've had hundreds of injuries like every other wrestler. Broken fingers, dislocated shoulder, bicep tear. But those two I remember because both of them sound like somebody hit me with a firecracker. And the sound of it, you know. And the pec rolled up and it went black and blue immediately. The calf knocked me down because I was running the ropes and just knocked me flat on my face. So, yeah, those are two major ones.
A lot of questions now. Did you enjoy all this push by the WWF?
It was, see, a lot of the fans don't understand that it was only supposed to last 6 weeks. It was a carryover from something that we had done in Japan, and we came to the United States to do it, and it was only supposed to be a month and a half. For it, the last 6 months was 6 times longer than it was supposed to be. So, yeah, I enjoyed it. It was fun. Everybody knew who we were. They were supposed to know who we were. That's how it started in Japan. Andre and I went over for a tag team event, and 2 of the original Strong Machines had jumped from Inoki's office, who we worked for, to Bubba. So they replaced them with Andre, the Giant Machine, and me, Superstar, the Super Machine. So it was only supposed to last a short time. Then we incorporated Mulligan because Andre was filming The Princess Bride. And then we got the Hulk Machine and George the Animal Steel Machine and the Piper Machine and other machines. So it was fun. A lot of people misunderstand. It was supposed to be that way. So.
Thank you, Big Boss Fetty, Rick B, for the big thumbs up. The Big Boss Fetty wants to know, Bill, can you ask Bill about Jito Mongol? He was a Canadian wrestler that helped train him.
Oh, yeah. From Spring Hill, Nova Scotia. Yeah, I broke in. He was our trainer. He trained me. Another friend of mine, Ron Matusi, who was a ball player, and he also trained Larry Sabisco.
Oh, wow.
A lot of people seem to think that Bruno trained Larry, but he didn't.
I think people just believe that storyline.
Yeah.
Did Michael Smith tell you how he wanted it signed?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you pass that over
Yep.
to the conveyor belt, please?
Yep.
Thank you, sir. Wrestling fans, we have 5 great 8x10 photos available, some of which, the Demolition ones, were signed by Smash already. We have some posters of Demolition, of Repo Man. Let me try and get the link up for those of you who are just joining us. I don't know why the quality is so bad. Look on Facebook, the quality is crystal clear. I cannot explain that. I asked one of the powers that be here at the studio, and they cared so much, they walked out the door and basically said, fix it yourself. So as you can imagine, I'd like to do my own shoot interview right now, Bill. But we created some great content today. We're going to be back again tomorrow. I just want to put the link up for everybody. In case you didn't know, bar above, get your Demolition autograph photos and posters. And it makes for a fine collectible. All right, let's see. I'm going to try and refresh this one more time.
And I'm going to show you how it looks on Facebook. It's unbelievable, the difference. Now, for you guys in here, Bill, Brent, did the quality of the picture look lousy to you? No pic. Okay, well, see, in the other room, it was blinking. So I don't know what's going on in here. Let's see. Come on. Come on. Come on. Wait. No. Live. No. Where the hell is it? Oh, there you are. Well, it's a little, well, there you go. Much better. Now let's take some questions from YouTube. All right. Max Sanchez, did you guys ever get tired of always brawling? Did you guys ever want to wrestle in different styles?
No. We had fun doing what we did.
No, to me, I can't tell if this is live or not. Oh, no, it's live. I can see Bill's head move. Crazy technology. Well, I shouldn't say crazy. A new technology to us. I was told to reboot it. And you know what? Like I said, we rebooted it, and I didn't see much improvement. From our buddy Slick Rick B, one of our moderators, Bill, who was your favorite team to wrestle against?
Oh, that'd be difficult to say. I think that the Bulldogs, Heart Foundation, Powers of Pain.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. We had Warlord with us in December. He spoke very highly of you guys.
Right. There were so many good teams at that time. Tito and Martel. It'd be hard to pick just one or two.
Well, we go through a lot of that in some of the great Wrestling Insider episodes we have coming up. Fans, if you want to get an autograph photo, if you want to get a autograph poster, the link is available right at the top of the page. Even if it's the picture itself is kind of grainy, at the blue bar at the top, it says order autographs. You can order away. I cannot explain why this looks so horrible. And I tell you that someone that could give me an answer to the question just decided to leave. But welcome to my world. I was here from 10 a.m. to 11. We are taking this youngin' and throwing him into the fire. What do you think so far about co-hosting one of these events, Mr. Devon?
Definitely was not ready for it.
You're not ready for it. Well, you know what? The thing is, you can speak. You're not going to scare anyone. I thank you guys on YouTube that have suffered through this. Elegant Elliot Offen. Hey, Bill, how the hell are you?
Good.
Gregor John. Yeah, they had the best tag teams ever back then.
Yeah, it was from top to bottom, all the tag teams were, well, it drove the company at the time.
I'm interested to see if this is even recording on YouTube. I know, like I said, the Facebook looks crystal clear. Look, how can you compare the two? And it'd be the same thing. And of course, we had two people no-show that were going to help tonight, unlike the great folk we have in Dave Scrivani and Jackie the Joke Man himself, a man that is finding no humor in these technical difficulties, or the fact that I bolted and left the studio. Again, folks, available now. We're going to start moving the autographs. We'll probably be here until at least 7 o'clock, unless you guys overwhelm us with sales. Bill, I have to say I enjoyed what we did today a great deal.
Oh, yeah. It was fun. And went quickly.
It really did.
Yeah.
It really did. Despite everything that we did, the day kind of flew by. And we're going to do it again tomorrow. And we'll be back again with you fine folk tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Well, see right there, for a split second, it looks okay on YouTube, and then it just looks like garbage again. Life in professional wrestling, baby. So again, we have 5 beautiful 8x10s available. If you go to the bostonwrestling.com page, you can find the link to it. We have 2 that have been signed by Smash. We also have an individual one of Axe with Tully Blanchard. Axe from WrestleMania 6, hoisting the tag team championship belt after he, in Smash, defeated the Colossal Connection, Andre the Giant and Haku at the Toronto Sky Dome. And then there's some other guy in the yellow mask, the masked superstar. In addition to that, we have the posters that are on display right now. We have the Demolition 11x17 with Mr. Fuji. We have the Demolition in yellow poster that is signed by both Axe and Smash already. And I even found a few Repo Man 11x14. So you can really stock up on your Demolition collection. Excited to know tomorrow night we are going to break out to try and help the kids from Make-A-Wish. Bill, tell us some of the great things we have to look forward to.
You're asking me?
Is there another Bill in the room?
Oh, no.
What do we got on store for our wheel tomorrow for the Make-A-Wish? You said you brought along some goodies
I
from
brought along some Demolition comic books.
Demolition. I didn't even know these existed. Demolition comic books,
Yeah.
which are available now. You can get information on Demolition comic books. At what email address would that be?
It's unique items offer at gmail.com. Unique items offer at gmail.com. That's my grandson, Christopher.
And that'll give you all the information about the Demolition comic book that I didn't know existed. I can't wait to actually look at it.
Yep. And as well as a lot of other Demolition and Superstar items.
Now, you also, I believe you said you have a mask.
Yeah. I have a green personal event worn mask.
Wow. All right, Big Boss Svetty, can you ask Bill what it was like to tag with King Kong Bundy? I didn't know that you did.
A few times.
Did you?
Bundy was a good
say-
guy. He was a true professional. He took the business seriously, and I miss him.
Like you said earlier in one of our interviews, he had a great sense of humor.
Yeah, dry humor.
Again, fans, if you're on YouTube, I have no idea what it is you are seeing. It keeps going in and out for us. What about in the control room, Jackie? Can you guys see on YouTube? It's fine on YouTube. Is fine for you guys? Really? Then why is it so lousy out here? And why does the YouTube? I need some new interns down here that understand this. I need like 10 of them for every shoot.
You wanna
I
sit
have
here?
one Jackie and Dave to the bone. Learning, we got to teach him. And we got to get people that say when they're going to show up, they're going to show up. Could you pass me my phone? Oh, no, I have my phone in my pocket.
You want to sit here?
What, are you ready to leave? Well, you getting a little nervous? You're a little camera shy?
Pressure's on.
The pressure's on him. How did he do, Bill?
Good.
He did good. Well, see, the thing is, can you take my job then and switch back and forth in between the screens?
Yeah.
Right here in this chair? Hot tag. All right, tag me in, baby. My tag team championship partner, he's got my old man pillow. Well, I tell you, Bill, I'm glad you made it. I know it hasn't been a great year for you. You had that disastrous adventure.
Oh, man.
WrestleMania weekend.
Yeah, that was. I don't want to go through that again. but-
Clark Griswold has nothing on you for the
No.
Edie family vacation
Yeah.
that you were planning.
Yeah,
You thought you were going to have a great time, but at least your family did once you went home. You said
Yeah.
they enjoyed themselves,
Yeah.
so that's good. All right, just refresh that every minute or so, buddy. And keep going back to the YouTube so we can read the questions. For the folks that are on YouTube watching, 1 to 10, how good or bad the picture is. Obviously, 10 being the best, 1 being the worst. Some people will say the YouTube is fine. For us, it looks awful. The Facebook feed looks tremendous. Did Bill ever visit the famous Grandma B's bar where many Minnesotians came from. in
No,
the
I
world of
didn't.
wrestling.
No, I've never been there. That's,
Legendary, though,
yeah.
as far as the boys go.
I always kid Barry that there's 2 seasons in Minnesota. There's winter and July 4th. So if I don't go up there on July 4th, which we won't, I won't visit Grandma B's.
So you got to really pick a spot to be able to go up there. What's that now? Power down the little box that has the green light on it. There you go. And then it doesn't. Then you won't be. A sound won't come in. So Yard Ape says the video quality is a 4 and the audio is a 9. Well, I'm glad you can hear us at least. Michael says we sound great. Max Sanchez, I don't know, brother. I don't know what is going on. I've told the technical experts here before we've had this problem, and I hate to say it, but they don't care. And that's not a great feeling when you put so much time and effort into something. Like I said, 15 hours yesterday was a long day. But the photos are available. Why not add one to your collection now? Axe will sign it any way you like it. He'll give you a personal shout out on the air. The price is right. We've also got the posters. 5 different 8x10s. Yeah, you're right, Max. The Facebook Live is perfect. Can you, I think there's an option where it says copy link somewhere on that. Right, no, down, scroll down. No, up. Go to the video itself. Up, a little more. See those 3 little dots? Does it say copy link? Put that in the YouTube so they know where to see. They can try and go there. Bill's voice was made for voiceover narrating.
Well,
Did anyone ever tell you that before?
couple people, yeah, but I don't know if that was a positive or a negative.
Well, they didn't say you had a face for radio, did
That's
they?
right.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll have you do some Christmas book readings for the Paul Bearer Holiday Headlocks Toy Drive. All right. Hi, Axe. In all your career, in your opinion, which wrestler seemed like a bad guy, but in real life was a gentleman?
Oh, a lot.
I'm going
of
to guess maybe who was a great heel, but a gentleman in real life. That's how I take that question.
Raschke,
Baron von Raschke?
yeah. Killer Carl Cox,
KKK.
yeah. Oh, lots of them. I mean, generally you find that the heels are the better,
People.
I
Yeah.
don't know if they're better people, but
Well, I see. I
better
understand what
attitude.
you're saying. Yeah.
Better attitude.
Yeah.
Sometimes the baby faces get full of themselves. They actually believe that they're good, and they aren't.
They believe their own story.
Yeah.
Smart man. He's trying to get the word out. RJ, I really enjoy Bill's attitude and shoots. Well, RJ, wait until you see the series that Bill and I are putting together. Oh, wait a minute. Tim Bowe said, better than Tony Atlas. Tony should be arrested for platforming for Donald Trump. Well, I guess they don't miss Tony being on the show.
Well,
a lot of the fans have taken offense to Tony's blasphemy. What's this? What did you think of crushing? But no, this is hopefully going forward. We taped a bunch of great content today, and we're going to be back at it again tomorrow. We're going to have another live stream tomorrow at 6 p.m., but we need you guys to get some pictures. Come on, baby. The Melrose Post Office hates to see me coming with those packages. They're like, this guy again? Did you hit the refresh button? I check Facebook. It's real clear, but on a delay. So, Rick B., how is the YouTube looking to you, buddy? We've got a great look on Facebook, but a little delayed. Oh, well, that's a story where I think we want to save for an episode. Oh, tell her we said hello. The lovely Linda. Bill, you and two means Mr. Wrestling. Phil.
Yes.
You have any memories of?
So he was, we had a long program,
Did you?
probably over a 2-year span.
Oh, wow.
And, in Georgia, that's nightly and weekly shows.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he trusted me and I trusted him. He realized that I wasn't going to be there to guzzle him. I just wanted to have good matches, and so did he. Made lots of good money with wrestling too.
Another one we lost not too long ago.
Yep.
It's unbelievable. The hit parade keeps coming, but 4 out of 10 on YouTube. Folks, I'm sorry. I wish I had an answer. The person that could have helped me, I'm really angry, kind of bolted. We were supposed to have someone help with the autographs and the live stream. Cecil the Lion no-showed. Neil Manolian missing in action. You're missing half your crew, Bill. It's tough.
Oh,
What would you do on a house show if you were missing half your crew?
have a lot of guys work a lot of time.
We'd be having a lot of multis. Well, thank God we have Dave and Jackie, two gentlemen that at least they were able to enjoy some fine dining here in Melrose. Bill, what did you think of Red Rose?
Fantastic.
Kind enough to drop off a little feed for the boys. Always happy to help with our Make-A-Wish endeavors and all
And
of
there's
our
probably
other
a little
charity
more
work.
left, right? So we can get some after.
Yeah. Rick B, where's Glantz? Glantz had something going on. I don't know. Glantz, Rick B. He's another one that's not the most trustworthy or useful human beings on the face of the planet. But when Glantz is on, Glantz is on. The problem is, it's almost like what Bill said about Minnesota with this winter and this July 4th. That's what it's like dealing with Glantz. The modern day warrior. What was Kerry Von Erich like to work with in behind the scenes?
We didn't work with him. He was in and out, of course. And he was basically in singles matches. So
Yeah. We did that Survivor Series with them.
yeah, we didn't have much contact.
No.
With him.
Did you work with other great masked wrestlers like Dick Byers or Mil Mascaras?
Worked with Mascaras. Worked with a couple of Japanese masked wrestlers. I think I had one match with Byers.
He was a heck of a nice guy. I got
Yeah.
to meet him through the cauliflower.
Yeah.
And you want to know something odd? He actually married not one, but 2 women named Wilma.
What's the odds of that?
Other than Wilma Flintstone, I don't think I've known a Wilma.
No.
Never mind not marrying
Was he
one.
afraid he wouldn't remember her name?
I don't know. But I just thought that was the oddest thing. He married 2 women named Wilma.
Maybe he married 2 women and he called them Wilma.
Well, you know what? Maybe that was it. Maybe he had a thing for Wilma Flintstone and
Yeah.
he decided to pass it on to his wife.
Because that way, if he called him Wilma, if he made a mistake, he didn't make a mistake.
There you go. He couldn't mess up, especially, under the covers. You know what I mean? Our good friend Phil. How are you, Phil? I don't know if you can see us or hear us. How was Scott Irwin to work with, the Super Destroyer?
Oh, good. Scott was a lot of fun, a lot of energy. There again, died too young. Yeah, Scott was, and a strong guy. Scott was a really strong man.
Was he a strong guy?
Yeah.
Really? Kind of naturally strong?
Naturally
strong. Hey, Brian D., how you doing, buddy? Where's Choo Choo? I think if you ever met Choo Choo Charlie, you would have been very impressed, Bill.
Yeah.
Choo Choo is an individual and a half. Again, we're probably going to stay on until about 13 more minutes, folks. Bill is a hungry man. He's a tired man. Wide Body Media. How are you, my friend? Most people always greet the superstars. They don't greet me.
Yeah?
They don't get anything care about me. Should ask his mother, but that's all right. The mother's happy. A month from now, we're going to be headed back to the Sunshine State.
Wow.
We're looking forward to that. But I mean, I tell you, Bill, again, for this youngin' here, in my day, we didn't go to Florida 4 times in 6 or 7 months.
Well,
By the time I was, Phil, thank you, brother. We appreciate the love. Are you going to come and join us tomorrow, Phil? Rest in peace, New Jack. Absolutely. We miss you, New Jack. It's unbelievable that 2 weeks ago today he was here in this studio, full of life, full of love, full of tearing people apart verbally, but that's just part of New Jack. All 6 episodes are going to be made available to you guys. Hey, Stephen M., how are you, brother? A lot of these questions you guys are asking, I might ignore because they are going to be part of the episodes we have coming up. Yeah, Brian, I wish I had an answer for you, buddy. If you look at the Facebook stream, it seems perfect. If you look at the YouTube, it's a disaster. How was Mr. Soley to work with?
oh, good. We're
The
talking
Dean of Wrestling.
Yep.
The Dean of Wrestling.
He put a lot of effort into it. He always did some study before and after the matches. You know, he knew what he was talking about.
Who do you think was better, JR or Gordon Soley?
As far as commentating or
Commentating.
I don't know if Gordon did that much commentating. I know he didn't in Georgia. He made that in Florida.
Well, what did he do?
He
Just
was
interviews?
Interviews. Yeah.
Oh, really? He didn't do the play-by-play?
He might have done it in Georgia. In Florida.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm getting a wrestling legend, folks. RJ wants to know, or RJ says, you were a great part of my childhood. So many fun shows. You really stand out as a great guy from this business. Best of luck.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
RJ, let me tell you something, brother. Demolition was absolutely, if not my favorites of mine for a long time. And they always, sometimes they say, don't meet your childhood heroes or whatever the phrase may be. You couldn't meet 2 finer people than Bill and Barry, Axe and Smash Demolition. One of the great things I ever did was convince Barry Dasso to get out of a house in Minnesota and come and join us in Windsor, Ontario, Canada, the morning of WrestleMania 23, just outside of Detroit. For the first time in 17 years, people got to see you guys together. Huh?
Which one was it?
It was the morning of WrestleMania 23 in
23.
Windsor, Ontario.
Yep.
Barry wanted nothing. It took me forever just to find Barry. He didn't want to do anything, but I hounded and I hounded. Phil wants to know, did you sweat off 20 pounds in those Mulligan cage matches? Well, you lost 29 pounds.
Probably more than that.
Really?
Yeah. Mulligan lost, I think he lost probably 30 or 40 pounds.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, why is that? Were they just that long or hot?
Our cage matches, middle of the summer.
No AC.
No AC in North and South Carolina and Virginia.
I don't know if you're familiar with the fact that we do, under normal times, a lot of events down in the Carolinas. We did one in August of 11. August of 11. The heat in that building, we went the day before to set it up, and all they put on in this big high school gym was a fan.
That's typical.
I wanted to, when I got back to the hotel, I wanted to run into the pool with my clothes on. I was sweating so much. I don't think I've ever been more hot in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, Phil, you were right. No AC in the building. Rob, how are you, buddy? I agree. Thumbs up. Demolition is awesome. Yes, they certainly are. All right, folks, we got about 8 minutes. 8 minutes to go if you want to get those orders in. Jackie, the joke man, he's livid in the other room. You should see him. He's got his glasses on. He's got a nasty look on his face. He said, I'm tired of hearing about Howard Miller's dog. He said, how many pictures can one man put up of his dog on Facebook? I said, I don't know. It's not my dog. I don't know about poor Bear. Do you have a dog, Bill?
Got two.
Two. Are they named Bear?
No, but we had a bear years ago.
Did you?
Yeah,
As in a dog named Bear or a real bear?
a dog named
Oh,
Bear.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I don't think I'll ever get another one. It's so tough to lose them.
Oh my goodness.
It's
yeah.
worth. There's a lot of people I'd like to see go, including some that work here, but that's a different story for a different time. Again, folks, you got 7 minutes. 7 minutes until we go bye-bye. Alexander Ramos, is there anyone in the business you did not like to work with, either team or singles, due to their personality or work ethic?
Not the personality or work ethic wouldn't get involved in. Well, let's say, yeah, maybe personality. Thunderbolt Patterson was one.
Oh, really? Now, why is that?
He was a butthead.
Was he?
Yeah. And he tried to get me fired on a couple of occasions.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Why was that? Any idea?
Because he thought he was stronger than he was. I mean, he wouldn't sell shit, but he wanted everybody else to fly all over the place.
And he
it's-
didn't think you sold enough for him?
Yeah, the business is give and take. It's not take.
Right.
Thunderbolt was take. Didn't work with me. So
Well, and there you go.
he's about the only one.
Who else?
He's about the only
All
one.
right. Well, we mentioned one, but we'll save that for the interview.
Yeah, well, yeah.
We don't want to spoil some of the interviews for you guys. Again, folks, the super chats really help too. Our goal here is to try and keep professional wrestling legends working. Hey, Rob McClendon, thank you. I have no idea what that little dancing thing is, but you know what that is, Devon? Is it a cat or a dog? A Japanese fox dancing. What was your best lift?
Weightlifting.
Yeah, I think that's what he means. Yeah.
I was pretty good on the incline bench. I could do 350 on the incline bench. My best bench was 450.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, are you still doing that now?
No, Jesus.
I'll
I haven't done that for years.
ask this one just because it's become such a topic on the show. Bill, did you ever witness any racist moments with Marty Jannetty?
Racist moments. No, I didn't.
No. Tony has accused Marty of being a racist, and Marty is
As
taking
in quick
great
running?
offense to it.
As
Is that
in
no?
quick running?
No, racist.
I know.
Don the Barber, how are you, brother? How did you like facing Andre and Haku in 1990?
Oh, it was fun. Both good friends. Andre always worked good with Barry and I, and Haku is a consummate professional.
Don the Barber is one of our great fans, Bill. He runs a barber shop out in. Oh, Don, you're going to hate me, buddy. I'm so exhausted after yesterday and today. I don't remember the city, but somewhere in Massachusetts, he has one of the finest
Tell him
barber shops.
to let you know.
I believe it's the Washington Street Barber Shop. Is that the name of it, Don? I've mailed so many packages to the man. Phil wants to know, what do you do for cardio, Bill?
I try to walk
Norwell is okay.
at least 5,000 steps a day.
5,000 steps a day.
Yeah.
I don't think I've done that in the past month.
The doctor wanted me to do 10, and I said, "There's no sense in me bullshitting you. I'll do 5."
Now, what do? Do you walk the neighborhood? Or
Yeah,
what?
walk the neighborhood. Going out to the get the mail. We've got a long driveway. walking around.
Jesus, to get 5,000 steps to get the mail, my God.
No, not.
Oh.
And then when I'm tutoring on our campus twice a week.
Is it a big campus?
It's 1,100 acres.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, so you get your steps in.
Yeah.
Don the Barber, is it the Washington Street? We've got some great regular loyal fans, Bill. As you're with us more and more, you'll get to know them too. I don't know, did we come on too early for you guys tonight at 6 o'clock? I thought it was kind of a good time. You guys are the boss. Like Bill and I said on one of our interviews, if it's not for you guys, we don't have much.
No, there wouldn't be any wrestling without the fans.
We might have some interesting conversation ourselves, but we'd probably be in a dark room and no one would care.
Yeah.
No, Alexander said 6 is fine. Well, thank you, Alexander. I wonder if he feels the same way Barry Darso does about Tully Blanchard.
No, Tully hurt Barry.
Oh,
He hit him with the chair and knocked him out.
was that on the Saturday night's main event?
Yeah, it was one of the big matches that we had, and it didn't need to be that way. You know, he could have worked the chair, but who knows what happened.
Did spinal damage, huh? Yeah,
Yep.
we didn't get that far along in the interview we did with Barry.
Yeah,
So
and I think he was knocked out completely because I had to smack him a couple times to wake him up.
oh, really? Oh, so you're probably talking concussion city.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I think he injured his teeth too. When he hit,
Just with the chair shot?
yeah,
Wow.
when he hit the mat.
Isn't it something that Tully, after he got popped for his coke test in WWF, NWA didn't want him back. Took him 30 years to get a full-time job in wrestling again with AEW.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
For a guy that had so much going for him?
Yeah.
30 years? I mean, there's people that have committed murder in the business that wound up with jobs.
Oh, yeah.
But Tully was exiled over the coke test. Was his personality that bad that no one wanted him around?
I don't think so. We didn't have any trouble with him.
I've only met him a couple of times. He seems fine to me, but you know, I've never been in the position to be his booker or his promoter or something like that, or someone to work with. Was Ole really a curmudgeon?
No.
Curmudgeon?
Curmudgeon,
What the hell does that mean?
an old uptight guy. No, Ole, and I don't know for anybody else, but my relationship with Ole was always positive. He never told me anything that he didn't fulfill. He never told me I was going to work this match and not pay me top money. Ole was the kind of guy that he would see how hard you worked because he worked hard, and he would reward people who worked hard and protected the business. Stan Hansen, I think, will say positive things about Ole. I will. There's a lot of guys that don't like him for one reason or another, but Ole would tell you the truth. A lot of guys don't want to hear the truth.
Oh, come on, Phil. Give a brother a break. I was here 15 hours yesterday until 1 o'clock in the morning. And then I was back here this morning at about, what time was it, buddy? About 8:30? Yeah, and then we had to get Bill at the airport. Oh, my God. All right, folks, we are running out of time. Jackie is not finding any humor in this. If you want to get your order in, we'll give you 3 minutes till 7:05. Junior Ambassador, check the PayPal, brother.
And tell them to check in tomorrow.
And check in tomorrow. We'll be back at 6 o'clock tomorrow. If you guys are getting the pictures, we'll stay all night, Bill. We have no shame when it comes to that. If the gimmick table is busy, we just have to do it in a virtual way. So we'll give you 3 minutes.
Well, maybe the connection will be better tomorrow, too. So.
We can only hope, because believe me, I'm going to make quite the statement about it when this is over tonight. I cannot believe we were put in that position. How would you, I don't even know if you'd be familiar with this, but you got me curious. How would you have reacted if Demolition was given the Rocco gimmick instead of the Legion of Doom?
The Rocco gimmick?
Remember they gave them the little doll?
We wouldn't have done it. And I don't understand why they did it. They didn't have to.
Did they, I mean, did they ever, they never merchandised the thing. What was the point of it other than to make them look like asses?
That might have been the point.
Question of the day, Bill. Bill, what color shirt will you be wearing tomorrow? I guess they're going to have to tune in to find out.
Yeah,
We're not going to spoil it.
It won't be this one.
It won't be blue.
No.
All right. I kind of like that color, though. Phil, guess what, buddy? Isn't this interesting? We are going to have a Mass Superstar mask as part of our Make-A-Wish drive tomorrow. So you're definitely going to want to tune in. Ole Anderson is an old racist. He wasn't a good wrestler, maybe a decent booker. Did you ever see that side of him?
I don't know anything about racist, but he was. And he was a good worker as far as I'm concerned.
He's got a hell of a book. I don't know if you ever read it, but it was
No.
very good.
No.
Will we ever see the Bill Eadie book? I know I've asked you that a bunch of times.
You've asked me, and a couple of people have asked me, so
Well, I'll be the ghostwriter.
there's so many books out there. I mean, I don't know if people follow books anymore or we'll see. I can't promise.
You're not saying yes, but you're not saying no.
I'm not saying yes, and I'm not saying
All
no.
right. All right, fans, we have 1 minute to go. 1 minute to go. I am going to ask the junior ambassador to refresh the PayPal in 1 minute. And then we, unfortunately, it's going to be like that Saturday night's main event song at the end. Take me home. Well, I don't remember. Take me home. Oh, I've been waiting all my life. Hey, favorite baseball team for our buddy Phil? Do you have one?
Braves?
Braves, not the Pirates?
No.
No. Really? Even though you're a Pittsburgh guy?
Yeah, I was never a Pirate fan.
Really?
No.
All right. Well,
There were some players on the Pirates I followed, like Clemente and things like that. But
he was a hell of a player.
yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like a tragic wrestling story.
Oh,
a guy
boy,
that died
yeah.
so young. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, fans. Actually, Johnny Paycheck, Bill and I, we did an episode that included Pat Patterson that'll be coming your way soon. I treat women like Ole treated the hands.
Like what?
I don't get it. I treat women like Ole treated the hands.
I don't understand that.
I don't understand it. Well,
He'll have to check in tomorrow and explain
You'll
it.
have to, you know what? You have a reason to come back. Tomorrow night at 6 p.m., folks, we're getting ready to wrap up now. In the other room, you are ready to hit the whatever button it is you hit to end this fine stream, this disaster of a YouTube video, and a much better looking Facebook. Fans, are we off on both platforms right now? Not yet. Will you let me know when? It was a pleasure to have you with us.
Yep.
We need to sell more pictures and more posters tomorrow. Thank you, Rick B, for the message, brother. Give him the link. We're going to have a lot of fun tomorrow. Bill and I are going to take more great episodes for your viewing pleasure. We've got the New Jack series coming your way this summer. We've got more Marty Jannetty. We've got Marty for 3 days next month. You know that's going to be a treat, as he probably cuts half of his hair off with the scissors. And I still don't know if I got the cue from the back. I see